Hi pre-calc, how you guys doing? Today is 3:30 and we're going to take secant and cosecant and have more 6.5 secant and cosecant with vertical shifts going up and down, up 2, down 3, something like that. Out of all my classes, I've gotten the least response from you guys, which kind of surprises me because you would think you guys would be concerned about how you're going to do in calculus next year or in college or whatever. So hopefully you're doing the work that I'm assigning, and when I put up a quiz, you respond to the quiz. That would be great. So number 1, y equals cosecant 2x plus 3. So the vertical shift is plus 3. The first thing you have to ask yourself, is it sine or cosine? That it's the reciprocal of. And the answer is sine. The period, the amplitude, the number in front is 1, so it's just a normal amplitude of 1. The period has to do with the w that's in front of the x. 2 pi over w, which is 2 pi over 2, which is pi. So we need to make our graph a lot taller than normal. Excuse me. So I'm going to start down here and put my x-axis down here, the 0. And then this is the way I do it. We're moving up 3, okay? So I go 1, 2, 3, and then I do a dashed line at 3, because that's where our new x-axis is. If you shift the whole graph up 3, that's going to be the middle of the graph. So at 3, you draw a dashed line, and now you pretend that that's the x-axis. So sine starts it here. We have to mark off our marks. I should do that down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, pi. 1, 2, 4, 2 pi. Oh, it's right there. Okay. So then we start here and then we go up and 0 and then down. We make our points. And then you graph your smooth sine curve, and it's been moved up 3 already, so you don't have to draw lots of different graphs. It's been moved up 3, it has the right period, it's sine, so it's cosecant. And then see where it touches the dashed line? That's where our asymptotes are. So x equals 0, right here. X equals pi over 2, because it's halfway to pi. X equals pi, so it's every pi over 2. And then to make it cosecant, we have to draw the u's. Half of pi over 2 is pi over 4, so this is pi over 4, because it went up 1. This is halfway between pi over 2 and pi, so it's 3 pi over 4, 2. Excuse me. So 2 points is perfect. And the domain x such that x is not equal to pi over 2k where k is the element of the integers. Every pi over 2, 1 pi over 2, 2 pi over 2, 3 pi over 2, 4 pi over 2, negative pi over 2 would be over here on this side. Pi over 2k, where k is the element of the integers. The range, y is such that y is greater than or equal to 4, or y is less than or equal to 2. Because we moved it up 3, so it changes from 1 to negative 1. From 1 to negative 1, it goes up 3. And the next one we're going to do is y equals 2 secant x minus 4. So we're going to go down 4. The amplitude is 2. The period is 2 pi, because there's no w, and we're going to go down 4. There's the origin. I have to make sure I can go up 2, right? And then we're going to go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's going to go down to negative 6. Because the amplitude is 2. The amplitude is 2. So from negative 4, where I draw my dashed line, it's going to go up 2 and down 2, because the amplitude is 2. It's secant, so that means it's cosine. Cosine starts up, right? Here, let's draw these. 2 pi, 4 pi. Okay, so we start up and down and up and up and down and down and up and up. Draw your smooth cosine curve. That looks like 2 periods of cosine. It's a move down 4, where it hits the dashed line is where the asymptotes are. So x equals, this is 2 pi and 1/4 of 2 pi. 2 pi over 4 is pi over 2. The next one is at 3 pi over 2. The distance between them is pi, half the period. The distance between them is pi, between pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2. It's half the period. So we draw our u's. 0, negative 2. This one's at 2 pi, negative 2. This one's at pi, negative 6. So our domain is x such that x is not equal to the first one, which is pi over 2 plus pi k. K is an element of the integers. The first asymptote is at pi over 2, and then the distance between the asymptotes is half the period, which is pi plus pi k, and then the range is y such that y is greater than or equal to negative 2, or y is less than or equal to negative 6. So tomorrow is Tuesday. That's when the homework's going to be due, by 10 o'clock. Just have it done by then, and I'm going to put up a quiz for you of what problems you should graph for me. And it'll be a weekly quiz. The ones I want you to do for homework today. For number 96. Number 1, y equals negative 3 cosecant 1/2 x minus 1. Number 2, y equals 4 secant 4x plus 2. Just 2 graphs for homework. That's it. If you have questions, be sure to ask. I'm going to go over homework number 95 next, and I'll post that video. So have a great day.